You wanna know who I am? Folks call me the Bone Man. Ain't my real name, but it's the one that stuck. Tonight, on Requiem Radio. Most folks think erasing a recording means starting fresh. Like sound don't remember where it's been. But there are some tapes that don't forget. And there are some voices that don't like being replaced. This story is called Recorded Over.
The tape came out of a church storage room that hadn't been cleaned since Reagan was in office. Cardboard boxes stacked shoulder high. Folding chairs with split vinyl hymnals swollen with humidity. And one small shoebox full of cassette tapes, each labeled in a careful hand. Practice.
Sunday night service.
One tape had no label at all. Just a yellowed shell and a loose ribbon you could hear rattle if you shook it. I took it home because I didn't know any better. That first night I put it in my deck and pressed play. It started as a hymn, a real one, sung by real people in a room that sounded tired. You could hear the carpet and the acoustics, hear the ceiling fan wobble, nothing strange about it. Then I noticed the breathing, not between verses, not from the singers. Just steady breathing right under the sound, like someone standing too close to the microphone and not realizing it. I rewound, played it again.
Same place, same breath.
That should have been the end of it. Old tape, bad mic placement, churches weren't known for audio excellence. But the next night, listening again, I heard something new. A second hymn, faint and slower, drifting underneath the first, different tempo, different key. A ghost of a song, that's when I understood what the tape was. It had been reused.
Over and over.
Each time someone recorded a new service, the old one wasn't fully erased. It sank, it laid, voices pressed down into the magnetic ribbon like fingerprints that never quite lifted. Normally that kind of thing just makes a tape messy. This one made it crowded. By the fourth listen, I could hear 3 distinct services stacked together, different choirs, different preachers. One service clapping on the 2 and 4, another completely out of time. And beneath all of it, a woman humming. Not singing words, just humming the melody line. Perfectly, patiently, like she was holding the whole thing together. Then on the 5th night, the tape spoke right in the middle of a dropout when the sound thinned to almost nothing. A voice leaned close to the mic and said,
"Don't record over me."
It wasn't loud, it wasn't distorted, it sounded current. I sat there with my hand hovering over the stop button, feeling stupid and afraid at the same time. I rewound, played it again.
Same place, same words.
That was when I made the mistake that sealed it. I tested it. I put the tape back in and queued up a clean audio file from my computer, instrumental music, no voices, and pressed record. The deck ran like normal, the meters bounced politely, nothing dramatic happened until I played it back. My music was there, clean and bright, and underneath it the hum, and underneath that the breathing, and underneath that a dozen voices inhaling at once. I tried again, recorded, silence, this time absolute digital nothing. When I played it back, the silence was full, the choir had grown louder, the rule became clear in a way that made my stomach drop. This tape doesn't erase, it adds. Every recording fed it, every attempt to override only made it thicker, stronger, more complete. That night I dreamed of standing in a sanctuary I'd never seen. Packed wall to wall with people who weren't moving, their mouths were open but they weren't singing. They were listening. The next morning, I took the tape back to the church. The deacon recognized it the moment I set it on the table. He didn't touch it. "That one," he said quietly, "keeps coming back." He told me the story in fragments years ago. There'd been a woman in the choir who believed microphones stole intention. That singing was meant to rise and vanish, not be captured and replayed. She argued with the sound man every Sunday. One night after service, she leaned into the microphone and whispered something nobody else heard. The tape from that night could never be erased. Every service recorded after only made her hum louder. Every sound man who tried eventually quit, so why keep it? I asked. He looked at the tape like it was a sleeping animal, because when we tried to destroy it, he said it didn't like that. I left the tape there and went home. That night my cassette deck turned itself on. No tape loaded, just a motor running, soft and steady. And from the speakers, faint but unmistakable, came the hum. Not from the tape, from the machine. That's when I understood the final rule, the one nobody warns you about. It doesn't live on the tape. It lives in the act of recording. Anywhere sound is captured and kept, it can settle in. It can layer itself into the space between intention and playback. I don't own a cassette deck anymore, but sometimes when I hit record on my phone by accident, I hear it, just for a second, under the digital silence, waiting.
You've been listening to Requiem Radio, where music bleeds into the supernatural. And that was a story called Recorded Over. Some recordings don't want to be preserved. They want to be joined. Joined to what, I have no idea, but definitely something. Ain't gonna be no more tonight. Y'all rest easy. And don't let the dark drive you home.